Simple question. What's actually healthy for you to eat? We know this is good for you, but is this? What about this? This? Or this? If you're confused over what is and isn't healthy to eat, you're not alone. Knowing what to eat is complicated, and a big reason it's so complicated is as green as your leafy vegetables. So here's the situation. A draft of the most recent U.S. government dietary recommendations said that a healthy diet is lower in red and processed meats, which have been associated with increased death rates from cancer and heart disease. That's until the meat lobby caught wind of it. Now, the caution was dropped from the guidelines. In addition to the food lobbies, the relative youth and unreliability of nutrition science just adds to the confusion. Fats are a perfect example. In the 80s, scientists associated the saturated fats in butter and cream with heart disease, causing consumers to switch to margarine and shortening. When scientists later concluded the trans fats in those alternatives were more dangerous, people started avoiding fats altogether, resulting in the low and non-fat dietary trend in the 90s. That led many to increase their carbohydrates and sugars, which experts say helped cause the obesity and type 2 diabetes epidemic in America. Still, the connection between dietary fats and disease is far from settled. That's because nutrition science relies on observational studies, which can't definitively connect a cause and effect. So for example, all of these come from observational studies. The problem is it's impossible to know for sure if these connections are real, because so many factors can affect the outcome. Now here's the argument. The 2016 nutritional guidelines won praise for being very specific about what you should be eating, like vegetables and whole grains. But they were criticized for keeping the what not to eat section a vague list of nutrients. For example, instead of saying avoid soda, they say to avoid excess sugar. Once again, critics say food lobbyists are to blame. At 204 pages, many say the guidelines on what to eat are simply too long, too complicated, and too influenced by outside forces. Some nutrition experts think the U.S. should just keep it simple. Eat in moderation, lots of fruit and vegetables, and go easy on the salt and sugar.